hike up here with my ladder built of driftwood, and the deck boards was something I found at the dump probably. All the wood I used to build on here so far has been from the dump, or sometimes people call me up and they're throwing away a deck or some wood or something, and I'll come pick it up. And I have a storage place. You know, I bring it to, I don't like own my own land to you know, bring stuff to, so I rent someone's backyard. I store it all up there. So last year, me and my friend, the other maniac man, Chris Chambers, came up here and we chopped, slashed, and burned this little spot here. We made a crossover to the island, which, you know, has never been done before, so that was a huge accomplishment. There's still little bits of poison ivy. Since we've gone through the bulk of it, I'm just kind of spraying any little kind of, you know, thing that pops up, just so I don't have to, you know, get a big fire going and stuff. But this is the midway. So from one point to the other point on the back here, I bring all the wood to here, and then I bring it up. Oh, this is some driftwood that floated up last year, that 2 years ago, sorry. That big tree. I had my chainsaw here and I cut some of it off, brought it up here. Over the winter I had it tied off so it wouldn't float away. I'm not really sure where my rope went, but you know, there's some major shifting going on during these big winter storms. And just look at the bittersweet. I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous. It, you know, I've seen bittersweet before, but this is the largest, like, one spot section I've seen. It just goes and goes. Eventually we'll probably try to tackle that, get rid of some of that, get some trees growing, or, you know, grass or something to hold the island together. You know, some people be like, I'd torch the whole thing if I bought it. But you know what? There wouldn't be an island left next year because of erosion. So these trees we actually planted back in the early 90s. It was mostly me, one of my friends, dad's friends. I'm not going to say his name because I don't have his permission yet, but you know, he's a really good guy with, like, lots of knowledge of scuba diving, welding, building stuff. You know, any project he can do it, working on cars, stuff like that. He's definitely the guy. So he, and the bittersweet had gotten all wrapped up in this, and look, it's just, you know, in the last 2 weeks this has grown up in here. I've already clipped it, but you know, it's good to just kind of stay on top of those things, because you know, the bittersweet would kill everything. So, baby, who's a good girl? You want to be famous, huh? You want to be famous? I love you. She's pretty cool. That's a long story with her. I'll get to that later. So, trying to bust out the crazy person card here. What I'm doing is, as you can see, this tall thing here with the red leaves, that's poison ivy. I was using Roundup, but apparently they're getting a lawsuit, so all the Roundup I used to use is not sold anymore. So I had to buy some new stuff. It's like $40-something a bottle. I don't like using poisons, maybe just like in little spots. But you know, as you can see, there's all kinds of poison ivy. Like this tall thing here, that's poison ivy. It's nuclear out here. So what I'm doing is I am burning it, because I don't want to spend $80,000 that I don't have on chemicals. So what I do is I'll start little fires in here, big fires preferably, and I will burn it. What I do is I make a big pile, I light it and leave. It just goes where it wants to. 2 fires ago, it got into the underbrush and burned a huge spot over there. I'm trying to make a path to the other end of the island. I got a long way to go, but this is a fire from yesterday. I did a little bit of burning today too, but just getting rid of some cardboard I had. But then what I'll do is I'll pick up all these sticks and I'll throw them in another pile and light it, and I get the wind blowing it southeast direction. So I get the wind behind me and it blows it right into the bushes. So the bigger the flame and hotter, the more the flames will go into the brush and burn more. These are all poison ivy stumps. What I do is once the leaves are burned off, like over here, I don't like being in here with my reef runners on. But you see the leaves are all burned. I really think the oil is like burned off them. So I've been in here with clippers. I'm highly allergic to poison ivy. It's actually, like I said, it's an allergic reaction. Some people get it and some people don't get it. Most people get it, so don't go rubbing poison ivy on yourself to try to see if you're allergic to it or not. But I'm highly allergic. I've been in the emergency room 3 times with it. So once we burn through, this is another poison ivy stump right here. That's actually a sumac tree bush thing, whatever they're called. Another one right there. But what I do is once I burn through, I come and cut all these bushes and stumps and whatever they are down, and I throw them in the burn pile to keep burning, because I don't have wood here to sustain large bonfires like all the time. So I'm trying to use the dead poison ivy crap. I'll bring my clippers, my weed whacker next time, assuming poison ivy doesn't pop back up out of the ground, and chop down all these half-burned bushes, whatever these things are right here. Chop all these down and rake them up and use them for fuel to keep burning. Whew. So with all my fires here, I probably have like, maybe 15 fires up here has gotten me that far. And it's like 1 fire per day, because once I light it, I can't be around here, because the fumes, the smoke that comes off the burning of the poison ivy contains the oils, and you can actually get it in your lungs, and that is a mess from what I've heard. Knock on wood, I've never had that happen to me, so I'm pretty lucky,